Not everyone with money feels the need to flaunt it. In fact, some of the wealthiest people are the least flashy, effortlessly blending in with everyone else. They don't make a point of wearing designer labels, driving luxury cars, or showcasing their lavish lifestyle on social media. At first glance, they might not seem wealthy at all, but if you look closely, there are subtle yet telling signs that they're financially well off. One of the biggest signs that someone has money is their confidence, but not the loud, showy kind. It's a quiet, unshakable confidence that comes from knowing they're financially secure and in control of their life. They don't need to brag, seek approval, or prove anything to anyone. Instead, they simply know who they are and what they're worth, which makes every decision feel natural and stress-free. They're comfortable in their own skin, make decisions without overthinking, and aren't bothered by the need to compete with others. They also don't waste energy trying to impress people. You won't catch them name-dropping, flashing designer labels, or constantly talking about their achievements. Instead, they focus on what really matters to them, whether that's spending quality time with family, investing in personal growth, or working on projects that give their life meaning. Their confidence is the real deal, and it comes from within, so they don't care if anyone notices or not. They're not bothered by whether people think they're rich, poor, successful, or whatever. It's just not important to them. People with money usually take good care of themselves, not just because they can afford to, but because they understand the value of staying healthy. They know that wealth isn't about financial security, it's also about having the energy and well-being to actually enjoy life. They recognize that feeling good makes everything else better, and that's hard to achieve if they're constantly eating junk food, avoiding exercise, or indulging in habits like excessive drinking or smoking. Instead, they prioritize balance, eating high-quality, nutritious food, staying active in ways that they enjoy, and making sure they get enough rest. While they may not be extreme fitness fanatics, they tend to generally look put together, good posture, and an overall energetic presence. They also invest in self-improvement and stress management in order to keep their body and mind in tip-top shape. Rather than seeing health as an afterthought, they realize that it's an essential part of their lifestyle, allowing them to perform at their best in both work and personal life. You can tell a lot about someone's character by how they treat others, and wealthy people who are truly comfortable with their success tend to be respectful in all situations. They don't feel the need to act superior or look down on others because they know that true success doesn't come from putting others down. They don't need to prove their status to anyone, and they're secure enough in themselves not to be swayed by who has more or less. Whether they're speaking with a server at a restaurant, a cashier at a store, a janitor, or a successful entrepreneur, they treat everyone with kindness and patience. They understand that every person has their own unique value that sets them apart, and they never forget that everyone has their own struggles and experiences. A lot of wealthy people have worked their way up from humble beginnings, and that journey often teaches them the value of hard work and the importance of respect. Because of this, they never look down on people in a lesser financial position, or someone at a different stage in their life. They know that life is a journey, and anyone can be in a different place tomorrow. Even those who currently have money could end up broke the next day. They've learned not to judge others by their current situation, but instead to appreciate others. This humility and genuine respect for others makes them not only successful, but also often likable and grounded. If someone never talks about money, avoids sharing their lifestyle on social media, stays low-key about their achievements, and keeps their goals and aspirations to themselves, it's a good sign they may be smarter and wealthier than they let on. Truly wealthy people often value their privacy and don't feel the need to share every detail of their lives with acquaintances or old friends online. They're also very selective about who they allow into their inner circle, keeping both their personal and financial matters close to the chest. It's similar to when someone wins the lottery. Suddenly, old friends and distant relatives they haven't heard from in years pop up, and those fake connections are the last thing they want to deal with. Rather than bragging or showing off and telling everyone they meet about their every single achievement in an effort to impress them, they focus on maintaining their privacy and enjoying their success without drawing attention. That's why you often see successful people driving simple cars, avoiding flashy jewelry, and living in regular homes. They don't need to flaunt their wealth to feel validated. Validation from others is often the opposite of what they want. Wealthy people value their time and are often willing to spend money on things that make life easier and more efficient. They see paying for convenience as a smart investment, not just a luxury. Whether it's hiring a cleaning service to take care of housework, booking first-class flights to skip long lines, or using delivery services to avoid errands, they're all about saving time. For instance, it can make more sense to pay for a cleaning service if the cost is less than what they'd make working. In many cases, it actually costs them more to do certain chores that could be done by someone else, and a professional at that. It's not about being lazy. Wealthy people are far from lazy. It's about freeing up time to focus on things that are more valuable, like work, spending time with family, pursuing personal interests, or growing as individuals. For them, time is one of the most valuable resources, and they understand that spending money to save time is an investment that pays off in the long run. Another sign of quiet wealth is the way someone approaches their goals. While most people tend to focus on short-term tasks like what I need to do today, tomorrow, or next week, wealthy individuals are thinking much bigger. They're focused on long-term goals, thinking about what needs to happen this year, next year, and beyond. They understand that their goals are big and will take time to achieve. Instead of only focusing on what's immediately ahead, they're planning months, years, or even 5 years into the future. Their to-do lists are filled with larger, mission-driven objectives, like doubling their business, reaching a net worth milestone, or taking a dream vacation, not just quick tasks to check off. They operate on a much broader timeline than most people, and have the vision to see that the actions they take today, no matter how small, are setting them up for success in the long run. Even though they might not see the benefits right away, they know that steady, strategic moves now will pay off down the road. One sign that someone might be secretly wealthy is that they stay busy and don't spend their days lounging around. Wealthy people don't waste their time. Everything they do serves a purpose. They're always thinking about what's next, and it's not just about making money. For example, they might play golf to improve their skills and network with new people, or they might make it a habit to read every day, whether it's to work on personal growth or sharpen a particular skill. They might also enjoy hiking regularly for exercise and to explore new places. Instead of sitting around watching TV or letting the day slip by, they get things done and move on to the next task, always finding ways to grow and improve. Time is a valuable asset, so they're intentional with how they use it. Whether they're learning something new, attending events to expand their knowledge, or prioritizing their health, they focus on activities that move them forward. It's not just about working hard and making money. It's about being strategic with their time and always looking ahead. One clear sign of someone who's financially successful is their reliability and commitment to their word. They don't make promises they can't keep or back out of commitments at the last minute. When they say they're going to do something, you can count on them to follow through. They're usually punctual, too. Being late just isn't in their nature because they understand the importance of respecting others' time. Showing up late would come across as careless. They also don't go around talking about their goals or ideas unless they're serious about them. Unlike some people who throw out half-baked thoughts or wishful plans all the time, like, yeah, I'm thinking about starting a business, or I'm going to move somewhere with more opportunity, when they have little intention of actually doing so, they only share things they're actually committed to pursuing. They're not the type to casually talk about things they don't intend to act on, and they don't jump on every passing idea just for the sake of talking about it. This kind of integrity comes from a sense of confidence and stability. They're not trying to impress anyone or manipulate situations to get ahead. They've already built up enough trust and success to operate from a place of honesty. If someone is the kind of person who consistently keeps their word and values trust, it's a good sign they're successful, and they don't have to worry about saying anything just to get ahead. What we usually think a rich person looks like isn't always right. In fact, the things we associate with wealth are often what ends up making people broke. Looks don't mean much, but for those who know the signs of quiet wealth, it's easy to tell who's truly rich and who's just faking it.